Greetings and welcome to you. This is a reading for the water energy, water element, water feelings, water signs. Hello, hello. Very different. It's so fascinating how the energy is so different for each element. Um, So I'm no longer going to be doing all 13 signs. I want to focus on the elements. So let's get started. Hi, my name is Shoshana. Hi, Fancy Feathers. Let's go ahead and begin with our 4 direction spread. You're going to be the water element. What needs to be meditated on? Let me pull this just a little bit here. What needs to be meditated on from the west? The west is the direction of meditation. I'm using my medicine cards, and we have our first one. What needs to be meditated on for water signs is your intention, your dialogue with Source. For that particular card, let's see if there's anything that I've left out. Your faith. What needs to be meditated on is your faith. Source's breath is the breath of life. Water and heat combine in grandfather's breath, and your prayers are invisibly carried with the steam. Faith is the ability to trust, proof, unseen. It is the forerunner of brighter days and releases the soul from anxiety, stress, and turmoil. Faith that your prayers will be heard, lightened burdens, establishes a serene outlook, and allows for optimism. Believe that you are enveloped in safety. Since we do not always have the steam of the sweat lodge, you may wish to smudge at the same time that you're praying, trusting that the smoke produced will carry your prayers to Wonka Tonka. Okay, so the intentions is what needs to be meditated on. Where are my little notes? What in regards to the intentions? Is there a specific intention for harmony? For general harmony? General harmony. What are your intentions in regards to creating a more harmonious, satisfying life day by day? From the north direction, what needs to be renewed? The resolution. What needs to be renewed is the resolution. What resolution needs to be made? Knowing that a resolution will be had in regards to something that means a lot to you. There's something that means a lot to you that you are afraid of losing, and what needs to be renewed and restored is your belief that the matter that you think is not going to be resolved is going to be resolved and ultimately make you happy again. Because right now it seems like you are feeling like something in your life is off. What needs clarity? We have the goddess of water. All of your problems, all of your obstacles are in your face right now. And when the obstacles are in your face and you're thinking of them all the time, it's very difficult to uncover the truth. You might feel like your life is turbulent right now. There's this turbulence. That's exactly what I was talking about with this feeling of uneasiness, where you just feel like your life is turbulent right now. As we flow through life, we must deal with many issues. Although there are times we feel as if we are deep in turbulent waters, our most significant concerns only truly rise to the surface when we are ready to face them. Allow them to surface as they will. These concerns may have been hidden from view or too heavy to deal with. Once they've surfaced, however, they are lighter, easier to face, and in a place where they can be resolved. As your issues float uncovered, they are illuminated. Stand back. You don't have to let your problems be all up in your face. Stand back. Go to the park, go camping, go hiking, so that you can get a clear picture of what needs to be done. Do not allow yourself to become immersed with them. When you see all the issues, don't get immersed with them. Ask yourself what reasons there are for these issues to appear in your life. How have they benefited you in the past? And how would you like to see them benefit you in the future? Take the opportunity to confront them now rather than allow them to sink into the deep waters of your consciousness, only to be brought to the surface once again in the future. So, as turbulence appears in your life, search for the love present in all circumstances. From this perspective, I view the way of positive resolution. Okay. So if you feel like you can't focus, go to the park, go outside, let the sun hit you, lean against a tree. And sometimes doing that helps your focus when you come back home. Anything else for what needs clarity? Your options. Okay. So what needs clarity are all of the options, all of the resources, all of the choices that you actually have. Because sometimes you start believing those lies that you don't have a way out or you don't have an exit, and you actually have multiple options, multiple choices, multiple opportunities to resolve a certain matter. For some of you, you're having domestic issues, and maybe you should consider renting, like vacation rentals or Airbnb. I don't know why I'm getting that. If you're having a hard time paying for something, or you want to move somewhere else without selling, putting your current property for a vacation rental and living somewhere else for whoever that's for. I just feel like there's somebody who can't afford their mortgage and you live in a hot spot, but you're having some kind of issue where you need to be somewhere else. Rent your house, rent it out, and go where you need to go and rent it out for a while, so that renting it out for a vacation rental, hiring a housekeeper to take care of it, hiring a manager. So, renting your house to a vacation rental will help pay the cost for where you need to go to take care of some business. That is something that you can look into. What needs growth from the south direction? What needs growth from the south direction for the water? We have intellect, working on your intellect, working on your dialogue, working on your dialogue with source. As well as discernment. Where, in what area of your life do you need more discernment? As humanity grew into its role as caretaker of the earth, the Great Spirit Source gave humans intellect and the knowledge of right and wrong. In modern times, the balance of intellect and intuition has been lost. This imbalance has separated us from our sisters and brothers, the four-legged, the winged ones, those that crawl and those that swim. It has separated us from the elements and from the Earth Mother. Using our intellect in rhythm with the heartbeat of the Earth Mother to walk in balance. You have been given the great power to reason and the capacity for knowledge and understanding. Your intellect provides you with judgment, rational thinking, and the ability to handle new and difficult situations. This is a gentle reminder to use it wisely. Let your mind provide you with the helpful information you need at any given moment, but be wary of getting caught up in the thinking process for its sake alone. Balance your ability to learn and reason with your ability to feel and express emotion. You have been given the power of the mind. Remember to give your heart equal time. Use your intellect to mesh thought and feeling as you walk your path. Both are necessary to keep you on track. Let them carry you as a team. Sometimes your heart will propel you and your mind will steer you along your course. Other times it will be your curiosity that drives you and your heart that keeps you from straying. It is your privilege to discern when to be guided by your intellect and when to let your heart direct your way. One without the other will never secure your best interest. Honoring your gift of intellect, allowing your intellect to support and balance your intuition, accepting responsibility for your decisions, and aiming always to learn the way of balance. That is what needs growth. And let's do one more. In regards to you expressing yourself, because right now you feel like you cannot express yourself, or you feel like you cannot express yourself honestly. So how can we turn this upside down so you are expressing yourself and your truth? For those of you who are looking for a different job or a different hobby, beginning. It's a good time to start a new job or a whole new career. You have creative ideas that get noticed. Build a nest egg for the future. A lot of you have profitable qualities where you could be interested in videography, filming, photography, journalism, screenplay writing, voiceovers, narrating, directing. I'm going to put these back because I wasn't focused. Timing. It's all in the timing right now. Should you act now or not yet? In regards to something, we have you are cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. And we have fast changes. So the beginning seems to be happening fast. You'll be leaving a job suddenly or a hobby suddenly, or you'll be getting a new one very quickly, or your work may change dramatically in a short time. Go with the flow. So there is this positive change that is going to be uncomfortable for you because you don't like change. But once you have adjusted yourself to the change, you are going to be satisfied with the result that the transformation initiated. For love, for Cancer singles, there's a single energy for a lot of Cancers that are either single or you want to be single or you want to stay single. Sorry. I was choking because you don't. You made me choke. Because Cancers are like, we do not want to stay single. A lot of you are single and you don't want to be single. You want to be in a relationship. Why is Cancer single? Because of infidelity or because of an obstacle. Somebody or something got in the way. It doesn't have to be somebody. Sometimes the obstacle is just an obstacle that got in the way. Why did I say? I meant to say water. I meant to say water. I'm sorry. Pisces and Scorpio. Cancer wants commitment after betrayal. Pisces. Pisces is always desired by multiple people. And Pisces low-key enjoys it. Pisces loves the attention and has a really hard time committing because you love the attention that you get when you're single. And if Pisces does get in a relationship, it's really hard for you to commit. Pisces is going to be having financial breakthroughs or financial promotions or financial upgrades continue. And I don't know why. It seems like a lot of Pisces continue to not be fully fulfilled or fully satisfied in their romantic dynamics. And that doesn't surprise me one single bit. I don't know what it is about Pisces. I really don't. You, part of you wants to be in a committed relationship and in love. And then this other part of you ends up in situationships where you ghost the person. Like you're always leaving people behind that want to be with you, and you just kind of back off of any prospects. So there's this bachelor energy where Pisces just kind of likes being single. Okay. I'm gonna reshuffle that one because I didn't say the word. I wanted to say Scorpio. What's going on with Scorpio? Okay. Scorpio is doing fine because you're alone. Scorpio is like, you know what? Regardless of the menu, I'm going to be alone and I'm going to get myself right. You've been taking your supplements, you've been doing energy work, you've been dissecting BS from your life, and you like it that way. You've raised your standards, so your dating standards are even higher. So if you're interested in a Scorpio, for example, good luck because they have raised their standards. Scorpio doesn't want to mess with anybody who's not as successful as them in the materialistic world, especially if you're a female. You don't want anybody that makes less than you. You want somebody who either makes the same amount or more than you. And for male Scorpios, others of you are choosing to stay alone because you feel like people just want to use you and you don't have enough to be used. And even if you did, you're starting to learn how to read through people and test people better and court people better so that you can prevent being used in the future. So Scorpios are keeping their options open because they're done being used. That's about all the messages that I have for you today. Till next time. Bye.